do want to shift real
Yeah.
quick because this is the last thing I want to talk about. What does Sam Darnold's future look like? That's what I'm curious to ask
I
you.
have
And shout
no
out to Dak
idea.
because he asked me this question today. Like, let's spend a few minutes thinking. What does Darnold's future look like? Let's just say Minnesota makes the Super Bowl. They lose.
Mm-hmm.
You bring him back, right? You have to.
I don't think you have to. You got to look at
What if they
yourself.
win it?
You really do got to look at yourself in the mirror. You really do. And they know it the best. You got to be truthful with yourself. You got to say, is this guy the main, like more than 50% of the reason why we're winning? Or is it Brian Flores in the defense? Or is it because we have one of the best wide receivers? Or is it because we have one of the best head coaches? You really do got to look at yourself. That's what it comes down to. Me personally, I think more of it has to do with all the other shit. I wouldn't keep him. I wouldn't. I think JJ McCarthy can do just as good of what Sam Darnold is doing. And that's coming from a huge Sam Darnold fan that absolutely loved him coming out of the draft. And I love to see him succeed right now. But in reality, bro, like I said, there's a lot of quarterbacks out there that are system quarterbacks and guys who need a lot of help to succeed. And I think Sam Darnold's getting a lot of help and he's in a really, really good situation. And don't get fooled. Don't get fooled. Don't pay this guy $60 million. And
What's the contract look like for him if you extend him?
I mean, shit,
Two for two at the. It's not about the money. I think it's about the years. Like the most I would do is 3, and it's really like a 2. Like we can get out of this quick.
Right. I mean, at that point, you just wasted a pick on JJ McCarthy.
No, I don't think you wasted one if you keep him for one. Bro, if like they win the Super Bowl, you bring him back for a year or 2.
If they win the Super Bowl, you gotta go with him. It's tough, bro. I don't think they're gonna win the Super Bowl. I don't think they're gonna get to the Super Bowl,
bro. But I'm saying like even if they don't win and you bring him back and be like, hey, it's an open committee and like, hey, if Sam Darnold plays the same way, he'll keep the job and we'll just keep bringing JJ along slowly but surely.
Yeah,
they're like another Jordan Love situation. So that's what it could be.
Okay, let's look at it like this.
But I'm saying this too. Who's lining up to be like, we can't wait to give Sam Darnold
Thank you.
That's what.
That's something that you can play.
By the way, the Giants and Raiders are not.
No.
Unless they stupidly play themselves out of getting a quarterback. Nope, they're not doing it.
In reality, Max, I'm just gonna break it down because I was kind of already thinking about this. There's really only 6 teams in the NFL that are gonna need a quarterback, and this is not including let's just assume Cam Ward, Shador Sanders, Raiders, Giants. I don't know who's going where.
Okay.
Those 2 guys are gone. Those 2 teams are gone. They're going to have quarterbacks. Giants, Raiders off the list. You got the Titans. They're in the need for a quarterback. Are they going to pay Sam Darnold? I don't think so. You got the Jets. Will they pay Sam Darnold?
Been there, done that. So we have the Titans.
Who else we got? We got I had all the teams lined up. All right, sorry, I just had to pull up the teams. So Titans, maybe the Jags, but I think they roll with Trevor Lawrence.
No, they just gave him all that money. No, they're out.
I think the Saints are a quarterback team. They're going to need a quarterback. I don't think they're going to roll with Derek Carr.
Saints.
Seahawks, that's 4.
No, I mean, you could at least roll in with Geno.
I think it's shaky. I think it'll be shaky. Then you got...
What about the Colts?
Yes, the Colts are an option as much as we like Richardson. And maybe the Browns. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's it. 6 teams. And that's stretching it. So it's like, are any of those 6 teams gonna pay Sam Darnold? Be real. I don't think any of them are. I think the only team that maybe would, maybe the Seahawks. Maybe. But it's like, who are they competing with? They're not going to have to pay him much. They're not going to have to break the bank. So if I'm the Vikings, I have some some leeway here. Like I hold more cards at the table than Sam Darnold. And if it's me, look, if I'm the GM, I'm not there day to day. I don't see everything, but from what I'm seeing, I'll roll with JJ McCarthy. And the only
Yeah.
way I don't is if they win the Super Bowl. Win the Super Bowl, at that point you can do anything. You're playing with house money at that point. If you win the Super Bowl. That's the way I see it. But I think you have to start JJ McCarthy next year. You gotta give him a chance at least, and you can't put all your cards on the table for Darnold. You can't do it. There's just way too many. There's way too many factors in this to argue that he's not the one that's doing all this. Like, this is not like a Josh Allen situation where he's just carrying the team.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's kind of he's a system quarterback.
Yeah. And people love wins. That's what it is, man.
Yeah, correct.
Big dreams, everything ain't what it seems. Glittering gold, both clean. Not on my team. This organic, we don't